Welcome back to another Tuesday evening tabletop game here. Tonight we're going to bring you Dice Forge. We have 4 players, so we are doing the 4-player version this evening. Every player has their own board. It comes with 2 dice, 5 cubes, which are going to give you the ability to track resources, which are gold, sun shards, moon shards, and glory points on the board. Each player also has a pawn that matches the color of their board. We're going to use the dice to collect additional resources. We can buy new dice face from the arena up here with the restriction that we can only ever buy 1 face from each given pool in a turn. We're additionally going to buy cards from down here in the arena itself by moving our pawn to a space, paying the appropriate number of moon shards or sun shards, collecting the card, which will give us victory points, glory points, a one-time effect, or an ongoing effect. Additionally, there are a couple of cards, these 2 specifically down here, which will give us, in this case, a track in which we can use gold to earn points, or this card here, which will give us an extender for our board, allowing us to accumulate more resources than we might normally be able to store. The gameplay is relatively simple. Each player during their turn is going to roll the dice. Every other player during their turn is going to roll the dice, collect resources. Then the active player may take one action, or if they've got the sun shards to do so, may take an action and then spend 2 sun shards to take an additional action. The additional action can either come from the pool or the board. Without further ado, I think we are ready to start, and we're starting over here with the first player. So we will all roll dice together. And then there's a handy dandy spot right here on your board to put your dice so everyone can kind of see what happened. I got 1 gold and 1 sun shard, so I'll move my cubes up the corresponding amount. And then the first player starts with some resources. They start with additional gold because they're going to have less chances to roll before their turn to spend it comes up. So over there you've got 4 gold, and you're going to take an action buying something from the pool here?
Correct.
Okay. What
But you can't do 2 2s, right?
Correct, yeah. So the best shot's probably something from that 4 pool. Okay, so went ahead and took the 6 gold. Now what's going to happen is we're going to pop a face off the die there, and these will go flying sometimes, so gotta pay attention to what you're doing. And you set that old face aside, and you pulled off a 1 gold spot?
Correct.
Okay, and put the 6 gold spot onto the die. So if that face comes up now, you'll accumulate 6 gold as a resource, and you need to move your gold track down to the 0. And that's a turn right there. So on to the next. Okay, don't mix up the dice over there. I got 2 gold.
And 1. Okay, so I can buy a 3. I think I shall buy a 4.
Okay, so buying a gold face and replacing a single gold on the die. It costs all your gold, so you move your gold track back down to the 0s.
Okay.
And then we all roll again. And I'm up to 6 gold. Now you see that I rolled 5 gold and 1 sun shard, but I did start with a gold being 3rd player, so it starts with 3 gold, 2 gold, 1 gold, and then 0 gold is the last player. So I've got 6 gold that I can spend. So I could buy a 2 moon shard face, which is pretty good, but I think what I'm going to do is buy from the 4 gold pool this here, get one of any resource that I want when I roll it, and a 3 gold from the 2 pool. So I get to replace 2 faces on a die. And I'm going to take...
No.
Nope, I'm just buying from here.
Okay.
Right, so you can buy from different pools, but if you take an action up here, you can't also take one on the board unless you spend the sun shards to do so. And if you move here on the board and then you want to move over here on the board, you have to pay the 2 sun shards to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put both these faces on the same die, try and build one up to be a superpower die here. But the way I am at rolling dice, I'll still end up with 1 gold every time. Okay, so there's my turn, and on to the next player. Ooh, I was wrong. I got my 3 gold right off the bat.
I am not.
Paid off up to 4 gold.
Wow.
Okay, and then you've got 5 gold up over there. So again, you could buy one of these here that gives you 3 gold and 2 victory points, or 2 victory points, your choice. You can buy a 4 gold and 3 gold, or a 3 gold and a sun shard. Remember, the sun shards are slightly more valuable in this game than the other resources as it goes along.
We'll do this.
Okay.
And then
And,
well,
you,
actually,
and you might as well buy something
I
out of the
was
2
gonna say,
pool as well.
would it be better to get a sun shard in a 3 or
Probably.
Okay.
The sun shards as the game goes along become because you can take an extra action with them, they become a more valuable resource than the gold.
okay?
Now, pay attention to what die you want to put them on.
Yeah, some people want to split up the resources across multiple dice. Some people want to keep them all on the same. If you collect this times 3, you want to put that on the dice that's not on the one,
There's flying. There's one of the flying.
There you go.
so that you can multiply out. So it works out pretty well that way. And then, so you spent all 5 of your gold. So you'll move that back down to 0 on your track. And then we're back to the first player. So we have successfully completed 1 round. On to round 2. And we'll be playing 9 rounds in the 4-player game.
That was not as good as I wanted it to be. Okay.
She's got a chance to buy.
I forgot.
You gonna spend the other 3, or are you gonna save it?
I think I'm gonna save it.
Probably should spend it. Well, because you don't want to spend all your actions up on the board up here when you don't need to. So the chance to get 2 face at once is probably better. And the chance of rolling 1 in the intervening time is probably going to be worth more than keeping the 3 gold.
Yes, that's true.
So you get the sun shard or the 4 gold.
I want this on a shard. Okay.
Okay. Next roll.
That's not the worst thing.
Is it the extra one I told you to buy?
No, oddly enough.
Roll for me.
So that's 2 plus 1, right? So.
Yep, so that's 2 gold. So 6 gold and 1. But you didn't.
Oh, wait,
you didn't
wait,
go
wait.
back to 0. So you should be at 6 gold.
6.
And then 1 moon shard. Okay. And I'm up to 8 gold, so I'm actually gonna go all the way up here and jump up here and grab those 2 sun shards for 8 gold. And I'm gonna put that on this one right here. And then just so we've got this on tape, for all you viewers at home, I've got 1 gold face left on this dice. Everything else has been moved up. Let's start counting how many times I rolled 1 gold on that dice face.
It's true.
Okay. Not that time. Okay, and then, oh, you're all the way up to 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't spend
so
the big money so you can go up here.
So what
This
does
one's
this one
the
mean?
best. That one you get one of every
We get
single
one everything
thing.
every time it's
That
rolled.
would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for. I was at 6 and I did not roll my 6 gold. Okay. Now you're in a, yeah.
I just didn't know which one I wanted to put it on. I'm gonna put it on this one.
If you hold it in your hand like this
Mm-hmm.
and you the other way around, it doesn't go flying. Or it's fun to have it go flying, as long as you can retrieve
Add
it.
some action.
Okay, so then we're done with round 2.
Oh, put your thing down to 0.
Yeah, you spent all your gold. No.
Okay.
Okay, and we all. so that's the end of the rounds. We've completed the last round there on the 4-player game. So now we're simply going to add up victory points. We're going to add up any victory points from our board, any points that we would have earned from the gold track here, and any points that are on the card. And so this card here is worth 0 victory points for me, so I don't do anything. This one's worth 12, so just do that. 14. That one's 10. 4.
Wow, lost track already.
Another 4. And that's worth, because I got 2 of those, that's worth another 52 points for me. So I'm going to move this one up 2, and then just remember I've got 50. This is going to be worth 25 since I finished it twice. So there's the 20 and 5. And I get an initial 50 points here. So I'm going to end up with a 143 points, all told, in my quest to become a demigod here. We'll see how I did.
I had 137.
Oh, 143, so I'm still ahead.
116.
116, so we've got a tie down here. No one loses. No one loses. There's no last
we
place.
both lose.
We all
They
lost.
both lost. So I was the victor. I am the
Wow,
tournament
what a
champion.
surprise.
Get to ascend up
Who
to the pantheon as a demigod, and there is Dice Forge for you. Quick game. We played 4 players, and I believe it was right around 45 minutes, which is pretty typical for this game. Pretty good learning curve on it. Lots of fun to play. I know that a lot of you out there have played this, but in the effort to keep the entertainment coming, here you go, Dice Forge. Until next time, keep gaming and stay safe.